Hey you all, this is Saturday, February the 8th, 2025. And Stephen is coming back from a test drive with the truck. I was unable to go with him. Where'd you take it to? Oh, y'all, look at Stephen's new, wait, look at Stephen's new, could you please stop? Look at Stephen's new coveralls. Look how long they are. He had to
change that paper seal, it's leaking.
Let's see what you look like right now. Stephen has his
Let's see what you look like right now.
Stephen has the new coveralls on, and they're so long, he has to double up the legs.
Yeah, they're shrink to fit.
They're not shrunk yet, so I haven't destroyed them in the dryer yet.
Replace this gasket because when I took it back off to adjust the nut, I ripped that gasket. As you can see, it's leaking. If it did that just in 20 miles, imagine what it looked like on 100.
So you drove 20 miles.
This one here looks like it's got some leakage too. I didn't think this one was leaking. Got some spots on it.
So the gaskets are leaking?
That one has a rip right there. See the rip?
Oh wow.
And you can see the oil dripping on the rim. And that's just in 20 miles. Imagine what it looked like in 1,000 miles.
Do you have an extra gasket?
I have extra gaskets. I had to take it back out to repeat the torque sequence because I got it wrong the first time.
How did you get the truck out of here without getting stuck again?
This is all packed down through here. The only reason why this is tore up is because the forklift came through here and tore it up.
Okay. As I was saying in the video last night, that we put up last night.
Get another load of rock out here.
Yeah, as I was saying in the video last night, it sure would be nice. Oh, it'd be nice to have a paved lot. Or even just a fresh gravel. Fresh gravel would be better than this mud. See, I have to wear mud boots. Look at that. I have to wear, see my mud boots?
I gotta wear mud boots.
Yeah, because everything about here is just a mud hole. And as I mentioned last night in last night's video, we at one time had pristine, beautiful white gravel. That was 4 years ago. It's all packed down and destroyed. So you drove 20 miles. Where did you go?
Went down the Cobb and around.
Well, for the most part, how is it driving it? I mean, apart from the leaks that you noticed, how's it working for you?
The only thing I noticed that was standing out is that there's a lot of wind noise coming through the door.
Wind noise coming through the door? Does that mean the doors are not adjusted correctly?
No, it means the seals are wore out.
Got my mud boots on. So is that something you're gonna have to be able to fix before you leave the doors?
No, I'll fix it somewhere down the road.
Yes, fresh rock, pavement, whatever would be nice. For sure. For sure, for sure. I guess you won't be bringing the forklift up here anytime soon. So, okay, for those people that haven't followed all of our videos, describe what this is and what you have to do. Because not everybody watches every video.
That is a rinky-dink toolbox.
Homemade out of a file cabinet.
When I had a little bit of money, I went looking for toolboxes, and nobody had one that would fit right here, so I made my own out of a filing cabinet.
Out of a file cabinet. And that's a mud flap too, right? So that's a file.
That's not a mud flap. It's called a quarter fender. That's a mud flap.
Oh yeah, silly me. that's what I meant to say. Silly me. That's what I meant to say. So Stephen took this file cabinet, took the drawers out of it, and took a quarter fender and put a lock on it and made his own toolbox. And now that's called being resourceful. That is called being resourceful. Now explain what this is.
That's the brackets to hold the toolbox on. But I ran out of metal, so I used a chain. And I went and dug up some metal yesterday at KC's. And so...
Oh, y'all want to hear something funny? This is how you have a command of the English language. You know you have a command of the English language, wink, wink, when you can say S-T-E-A-L, which is steal, like you stole something, like theft, S-T-E-A-L, and then steal, S-T-E-E-L, like the metal steel, like aluminum and steel. So yesterday, we were kind of making a joke last night in yesterday's video that Stephen went to steal, S-T-E-A-L, the steel, S-T-E-E-L, steal the steel. But you didn't steal it. He didn't steal it, but it was just funny to say he went to steal the steel. I'm an English person. I enjoyed English grammar in high school. In fact, I just enjoy synonyms, antonyms, like T-O, there's T-O, the preposition, T-O-O, meaning also, T-W-O, meaning the number two, and two. Three ways to spell two. I like things like that. I loved the English language, grammar in high school and middle school, and diagramming sentences. Do y'all remember ever diagramming sentences on the blackboard or the marker board going up and writing out? Do you remember diagramming sentences?
I don't remember that class.
Where in science class you have to you have to dissect like frogs and worms and rats. Actually, my 10th grade science class, biology, my 10th grade biology class in 1993, I had to cut open a rat. I had to dissect a rat, Stephen. A pregnant rat that had babies inside of it. A pregnant rat. Well, just like you dissect an animal, and I've done that to 2 frogs and 2 worms and a rat, then you dissect a sentence or diagram it, and I loved it. All that just because you steal the steel. Y'all are learning a lot about me just by me babbling on. But yes, so this is Stephen's homemade contraption, and he's very resourceful. So who would have ever thought to take a file cabinet, take the drawers out, and put a mud flap and a lock on it? That's my Stephen. He's very resourceful. Now, he did get this toolbox here also, but you see how small it is, just the way it fits up there into the headache rack. So what are the two biggest things on your agenda this Saturday morning?
Oh, well, let me get this box back on there. And I'm basically going to need to check the oil on tranny.
So you're going to check the tranny oil, and then you're going to work on this box. Now, so you're taking this chain off, right?
Yeah. I don't have to.
And then I guess you got some gasket work to do, I guess.
Yeah. That won't take but a couple minutes.
Well, it won't be long before you don't have this on here, not for hire. Look at that. It won't be long before you don't have that on there anymore. You'll have Jones Motor Company. And I guess, do you have to take the whole tire off again to do the gaskets?
No, I just pull the axle out.
Okay.
Let's take these bolts out. I'll have to jack it up so I don't lose all my oil.
Well, yeah.
Jack it up. Which I won't do that today, but like I said, I won't take 10 minutes. See, that just barely fits in there. So you got to be able to get in there so you can do an alignment.
Oh yeah, you have that 3-axle alignment that you have to get taken care of.
Yeah, so you have to have access to that. So, but you don't have to take it off. But you need to get in there to loosen those bolts so you can put shims in there if it needs to be moved. So you got to make sure you can get to it. So you don't have to take the whole box off and everything just to do it. So, which I might leave this off until after the alignment, but I still want to build it.
Well, that does make sense to leave it off, and then you can go ahead and build it and put it on after.
I haven't been trying to get it on here because it's not necessary. I mean, I could throw it on here anytime, but it's to put my tools away, and I'm not ready to put my tools away, so that's where I'm going to keep my tools. But that bracket there, it didn't hold up worth a darn. For one, you're supposed to have one on either side, and I only had enough to make one down the middle. So I make one on both sides, and then this arm is supposed to go out and support the front of that. So I'll probably have to go get some more metal. I'll have to add to this on either end so I can have two angles going out like this and then going up underneath, catching the front, and that way this will support the front of that where the weight's going to be sticking out there. So, but it got me to Louisville and back. I don't know.
Well, who are you, Stephen?
I don't know.
What's your YouTube
Somebody with a lot
name?
of junk on his hat.
What's your YouTube name?
Big Belly.
He's Big Belly, and I'm Bumbles. And together...
Richard's being annoying. I don't know what she's doing there with the camera.
I say I'm Big Belly.
You're Big Belly.
No, you're Big Belly.
No, you're Big Belly.
No, you're Big Belly.
No, you're Big Belly.
That's Big Belly. And I'm
She's Big Bumbles.
And no, not Big Bumbles. I'm Bumbles. And together we are...
Let's move along, Big Bumbles.
Okay, well, I'm not Big Bumbles.